Yeah, we want to ask people who they think should be the next Galway manager, and we'll come to that in a minute. But Kev Keogh is saying power rankings 1 to 5 on the Munster team. So we did that last week. Have a look at that and see what you think. We did pick 1 to 5 were Munster teams, and from there on, the Leinster teams came in, and obviously Galway and some of the other teams. But Kev Keogh said power rankings 1 to 5 Munster teams, but the round robin structure means only 3 will be in the All Ireland series next season. The provincial structure is very, very unbalanced and needs to be looked at. Thoughts? We did talk about this. Like I do feel like Munster is going to be harder to win in a sort of a weird way than the All Ireland next year, because it does imbalance it. It does mean that you're going to potentially have weaker, like teams getting knocked out of Munster that are stronger than teams that are getting into the All Ireland quarterfinals and semi-finals.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. I don't know if I necessarily agree with you that the All Ireland would be easier, because I think by the time they get to that stage, they could have played 5 absolutely bruising games, and there could be an edge taken off them, and they could get caught in a semi-final potentially. But it kind of, it's all cyclical, obviously. Munster is very strong at the moment, but at the moment, it looks like almost like the old Division 1A and Division 1B, where the top 4 in 1A go through to a quarter-final against the top 4 of 1B. And, technically, that's teams ranked 1, 2, 3, and 4. But then teams ranked 5 and 6 are not in the quarterfinals. So the rest of the quarterfinals are teams ranked 6, 7, 8, and 9. Like, it's a bit of a distorted system, really. So probably the best way is to merge the two of them, have them all play each other, and then you quickly realise, if the pecking order at the end of that sort of group stage where Munster and Leinster are combined is still, Limerick 1, Waterford 2, Tip 3, 4, then that's fair enough. But at the moment, you would say the 4th and 5th teams in Munster are probably been a bit hard done by at this moment in time anyway, when they're a bit ahead of Leinster.
Yeah, we did a video about that a while back, like that merging of the two tables. I think it'd be brilliant. I mean, if we could just absorb the sort of, like, the only reason to keep on the league is, do we need to keep whoever is sponsor of that? And maybe they could, the league sponsors, in whenever that deal is done, you could redraw the lines and maybe bring that sponsor in to sponsor maybe the Munster round robin and the Leinster round robin. And then once you get to the All Ireland round robin, when the two tables merge, if that's kind of a stumbling block on it, but just find ways to make this work. Because I hate the idea that for years, have we seen, when did Kilkenny last play Clare in the All Ireland Championship? That's a game I wanted to see for years, especially around the time that Clare won the All Ireland and Kilkenny had obviously won a few either side of that. I would have just loved to have seen that matchup, and I'm so sick of us going years and years and years without seeing every team playing each other.
Yeah, and that's a game, I've said it before, that the Kilkenny boys were absolutely hanging for. They were like, remember JJ or Jackie saying in his book that Tommy Welch coming up to him at the end of 2013 basically saying, I'll take Collins, you take Kelly, or vice versa. They were mad for that fixture. It never happened. They haven't played each other in championship at all since then, would I be right in saying? I don't think they have.
I can't think of it.
As regards their history, I can't remember when they played before that, apart from the 2002 All-Ireland final, and when Dalo was with them and Alan Markham went sweeper for the 2005 quarter-final, maybe, was it? When Tommy got sent off the first day, I can't remember. And when Henry got the butt of the hurling through the helmet. But outside of that, I can't remember the meeting.
Yeah, Kev Keogh says, could use a similar structure to the Kilkenny League and Championship. The bottom, so it's 2 groups of 6. Bottom group teams can make it to the final, but the route is longer, and if they lose the knockout, then they're in the relegation. I mean, that is pretty good. That'd be an ideal sort of a system, but I'm talking about playing even more games again by merging the teams. So I do see what Kev is saying there. If you enjoyed this piece of content, please follow us on YouTube by hitting the subscribe button in the bottom right-hand corner of the page, which helps the channel grow. And if you want audio podcasts, go to patreon.com/ourgame.